So go Team France.
Yes, go France. Today is the semifinal game at 2. It's nerve-wracking.
It's what? It's nerve-wracking?
Yeah, it hasn't even started yet, but it's a hard one. So I'm divided with my family. All of my family is behind Morocco because Morocco represents Africa, right?
Right. And this is the first time Africa has been in a semifinal, right?
An African
African
team.
Yeah.
Morocco is not Africa. Morocco is one country out of 55.
Right, but they're representing the fact that Africa
represent
has
the
never
African
been.
continent. Yes.
Yeah, so
So
that's
my
quite exciting.
family, since I'm African descent, right? So my family is supporting Morocco. And I'm the only one from my 7 siblings who is for France. They're all out.
What do they think about that?
Oh, I mean, they're used to me not. I mean, it's funny because I'm very different, I would say, from my family. They've always considered me as like not, the other one, the different one.
We use the word. I use the word black sheep. So
yeah, black sheep. Is black sheep more negative?
It has kind of a negative connotation. So like for me, I grew up Mormon, but I'm not involved in the LDS church anymore, and so I'm a black sheep of the family.
I would say my family
separate somehow.
Not separate, not a black sheep sense, but very different. I did most of the things that we were told not to do. I walked away from our birth religion. And I kind of think differently and act differently and live differently. So yeah, I've always been considered like a little different. So I guess they're not.
So you might say separate, and then they might say black sheep.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's interesting. But the thing is, the love we have for one another has never changed, despite my choices. And so I can say that there is unconditional love in my family. And so that's the best.
Was there a script that you were sort of expected to follow, or kind of like the life choices you were kind of expected to make as you went on your path?
If I look at us, we're 8 siblings. I have a twin brother and 6 other brothers and sisters. None of us follow the script. We all have very different lives. We all kind of did our own ways, but there are some things that you don't walk away from them. And one of them is the religion you're born into and then you inherit. And I remember when I, walked away from it, it was pretty rough. They were like, it's almost like I was, saying no to my parents and all of that.
Right. Yeah.
And I think it has been easier because when I did that, my parents had already passed away. So I wonder if I would have done it, if I would have had the opportunity to explore something else had my parents still been alive,
You wonder if you would have had the opportunity, or if
I would have had the opportunity to explore, to go that way. But what I love is that God's love and, his plans are, everything is perfect. So it just happened perfectly the way it was supposed to happen. But
in what religion were you brought up in?
I was born Muslim.
Oh, okay. That's right. I think you told me that. Yeah.
I was, and
then so that's kind of a big, that's maybe even a bigger jump than going from one Christian denomination to another.
That's pretty radical. But what's funny is that I went to school in a private Catholic school, although I was a Muslim. So I would say my parents were kind of responsible for that. Anyway.
So they put you in the situation where you were exposed to the ideas.
No, because my sisters did too, and they, oh, you know what? My sister in New Jersey is Catholic, so I guess I wasn't the first one. Yeah, come on in. Yes, actually, somebody's here, but I can't open. I am online. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, so the game, it's a big one today.
Yeah.
And it's pretty scary because Morocco has this huge defense, right? And for the whole tournament, they just were scored one goal. The whole they just
for the whole thing
they
just scored one.
So their defense is really, 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 really solid, and it's not going to be easy for France. But you know, I guess I support France, and if Morocco wins, I'll be happy still because I'm African.
Yeah, sure.
So it's gonna be good either way. But I do have my heart is more for France today.
And who would either one of them face off in the final?
Argentina.
Okay.
Which is like another huge team. But yeah, it's fun. It's interesting.
And you're going out to like a pub to watch it?
Yeah, I have a pub like 5 minutes literally from my house. I'm going to watch it there. And I remember 4 years ago, that's where I watched all of the games, and France became champion. Like France won the World Cup 4 years ago from that pub. So I'm like, yeah, maybe it's gonna be
right.
Good luck. So I'm gonna go to that same pub.
So you're gonna do any drinking or? No,
I don't like drinking. I hate beer. So no, I'm not a drinker. I like a glass of wine. I'm a gourmet. So I enjoy a glass of wine with a fine dinner, but I'm not a drinker.
Yeah, it seems like though, you know, you're watching any kind of sporting event, and that sort of encourages a lot of the people to be.
People drink
that lubrication, so they can hoop it up and holler and
people do that.
More uninhibited.
People do that. I don't like that. I mean, I don't judge them, but I personally, I don't like beer. I shouldn't say hate. It's a strong word that I don't like to use. But no, I usually don't drink during the day. You know, again, I like a glass of wine with fine dinner, but that's it.
It is what it's like a Wednesday afternoon, so that's
and then I'll go and get my children. And then you know, we'll be a mom, so I want to be to the best of my abilities to take care of my children.
So how long does the soccer match usually last?
It's 90 minutes. It's 2 hours because it has two times, 45 minutes and then 15-minute break and then 45 minutes. And then, you know, if it can go up to 2 hours and 30 minutes if they go, they have the extended plays, which is twice 15 minutes.
Yeah, because they're not going to do a tie. A tie is
no, a tie won't work. There has to be a winner. These are the
Have you seen any of these games live? Were you at like a big?
Oh, in France, yes, I did. Not this one. It's happening in Qatar.
Yeah.
But I mean, I grew up with 4 brothers and a dad who were really, really into soccer, and soccer was kind of the ruling our lives. So when there were some games, we wouldn't have dinner until it's ended, or when one of our teams is playing and they lost, nobody wants to eat. And so yeah, and to this day, my brothers, like there is the French championship, there is Marseille and PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, and Steve usually wears a maillot, like the jersey from Paris Saint-Germain. And most of my family is from Marseille in France. And then I have my brother, Bouba, who is for PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. So they're always, you know, when we have a family thread, a WhatsApp thread, and when the games are happening, I mean, I wake up to like 90 messages of my siblings kind of. Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. It's a sport, a family sport.
I guess how would I describe? So my my ex-wife's niece. So she and her fiance and then became husband. They were big soccer players. They were involved in soccer on all the leagues and coaching and so on. And they when they had their first son, they sent out announcements, baby announcements and everything. And the pose of the baby was with a soccer ball.
Oh, really?
So it's like, well, that kid's destiny is sealed already. The kid's going to be a soccer player, and there's
Or maybe not, but
nothing
yeah,
you can
it's
do about
funny.
it. There's going
Yeah,
to
it's
be soccer. It's like soccer all the time.
yeah,
You know,
it's funny how
from
sports can just, overtake people. Yeah. And
yeah,
I mean, whatever the score, the results, it's not gonna prevent me. I won't be happy or unhappy. Like I'll be excited. It's always in the moment. I'm not
yeah,
religious about it.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, but I would, it's fun. There is what I love, especially in France, is the unity that happens,
mhm,
in the
mhm,
country, and
mhm.
everybody forgets about, the 101 things that are dividing them, and everybody's partying together. And when usually after the game, when somebody like France wins, everyone runs to the Champs-Élysées, and then, everyone is together and there is partying, and the days that follow, they're invited to the presidential palace, and yeah,
Yeah,
so it's fun. It's fun. It's
yeah.
a big thing. It's one of the biggest thing there.
I sort of feel like I missed out by growing up in the United States.
I'm sure maybe the Super Bowl, but I think even the Super Bowl doesn't do that. But France is a small country.
Yeah,
It's not like the US. We're what,
yeah.
70, 80 million people now, probably.
Uh-huh.
And this is a national sport.
Yeah,
Every kid like plays soccer. It's not like here there is soccer, there is basketball, there is football, there is this. We'd
yeah,
have those teams too, but football, like soccer, we call it football, by the
yeah,
way.
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, soccer is the national sport, and everybody is cheering today for France, the whole country. There is no
That's
one who is like, no, I don't like it. Everybody is.
yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And
exciting.
I'm sure it is for Morocco too. I lived in Morocco for a year, so I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Morocco. And then I love our friend Sarah at Nani. And like I shared in the past, Morocco has a special, like hurtful and fun and
Yeah,
place in
there's
my heart.
significance for that
There is
country for
significance.
you.
Yeah, there is significance. And I would love to support them. I supported them until now they are playing with
Mhm.
France. And somehow,
But if they win, you can support them
oh
in the
yeah, if they
final. Yeah,
win, I will
yeah.
support them against
It's like
Argentina.
either way, you have
Either way,
a good team to rally
yes,
around for the final.
yes,
So that's
yes,
good. That's quite
because the
exciting.
African blood runs in my vein. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's a part
yeah.
of
I
me.
love it. I love it.
Yeah. How about you? What are you up to today?
I am doing some marketing. I have I don't know if you'll be there tonight. There's the book reading
Yeah,
call
the
tonight,
last one. I'll be
the
there.
final
Mhm.
one. So that's quite exciting.
It is
I've been asked to do something for that. So
nice. I'm
yeah,
excited to see what you're gonna be doing.
yeah. And let's see what else. Just some administrative stuff to take care of since I'm not teaching. I gotta wrap up some of that stuff for
Nice. Yeah.
the
Mhm.
time being, and then a couple of weeks where I don't teach, and maybe I'll go back. Although I told you that I wasn't.
Yeah, for now, for now, and then you'll see. What I love, I was saying that yesterday to someone, or maybe you, I love that I allow myself to change, to evolve.
Yeah,
Everything is a trial, today, every day is a new creation.
yeah,
Today, this is how you feel, what you believe. Maybe it will be different tomorrow, right?
yeah,
As long as you're committing to yourself and you are taking the actions, it's okay.
yeah.
It's
Well,
okay if you change your mind tomorrow.
yeah. I was just thinking it was in some ways it's a way for me to it was a way for me to hide. It was like a convenient way for me to hide from what I want to evolve into. and just
Yeah.
be sort of
So this
the
is
same
you
as
giving yourself 100%, putting the things that are necessary together for you to get where you want to be. And you've seen the school as a distraction, and so you are committed to focusing. But are you giving yourself a certain amount of time? Because are you saying to yourself, I'm going to give it all for 6 months, and then, or did you do this kind of plans?
What do you mean as far as?
Did you say to yourself, for 6 months, I'm going to do only my coaching business, and then I will reevaluate in 6 months?
Yeah, that's what I said in August.
Oh,
right?
but you didn't do it in August.
But then the circumstances,
Oh,
it felt like I was called into it because of the circumstances, because they needed my help, right? Which
but
was
you could
sort of.
have, I would say, I don't know, but I think if I were to go into it now, if I were you, I would commit to a minimum of time that whatever come my way, I'll say no, and I just focus on
Yes,
that.
yeah,
Give yourself a certain, and commit to that time, and then decide, reassess.
It was for me. It's like, well, I'm going to plant my flag, but then this thing came up, and it's like, well. So I guess that was the lesson for me, is I need to commit more strongly to it.
Yes, but everything happens for a reason.
That's
That's
true.
what I believe in.
That's true.
And you use every experience.
And we learn from everything.
You learn from everything. Everything can be a learning opportunity. So it's
Yeah.
you looking at it through those lenses.
Yeah.
What have I learned?
Yeah, that's right.
So you've learned that you need to be focused for the next 3 or 6 months. That's wonderful.
Yes. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Yes. So
All right.
I think we're doing, and I need to go. I have a 11:30 appointment that is here. So
All right. Well, sounds good.
when we connect today, I'll be able to tell you if France has won.
I'll be looking on Facebook to see your
So you will know.
hooping and
I'm not sure
hollering without the beer.
I'm not sure I'm going to post, because I'm not going to be at home, or I don't know. Anyway, but we'll see. Again, we'll see. It's going to be fun anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, everybody have a beautiful morning, and we'll see you soon.
You too. And then you take care. I'll connect with you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see. All right, we got it. Okay.